has change bag down as I go. Dumping them somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you all please to be upstanding for the arrival of your bridal party? Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Excellent. We've got some guests. That's good. On behalf of Matthew and Alison, can I bid you a very warm welcome to the Bissell Hotel at Brands Hatch, which has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. My name is Paul Godfrey, and it will be my privilege to conduct the ceremony today. My colleague is Ellen Hornby, and Ellen will register the marriage, and she'll present Matthew and Alison with their all-important marriage certificate. As friends and family, you've all been invited to celebrate with Matthew and Alison, who've chosen today to make their declarations and promises that will bind them together for the rest of their lives, based on the love that they have found in each other. Love is one of the most powerful energies in the world. It drives us forward, gives us purpose, and adds meaning where it sometimes seems none existed. Marriage is not merely living together, it is making a deep commitment to each other and will join your two lives. Do not expect perfection from one another, accept each other's weaknesses, but always be quick to praise each other's strengths and see each other through kind and patient eyes. Today, your separate lives, with their individual memories, desires and hopes, will merge into one. You are entering a whole new world of togetherness, a world of sharing, a world where you need not pretend, where you can be yourselves and know within your hearts that you will be accepted by one another. Those of you who have known Matthew and Alison for some time will know that they possess a special love. We are here today to celebrate that love and take part in this very special occasion. And Matthew and Alison, before you're joined in marriage, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one man with one woman, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. But more than this, marriage is also intended to provide the love, comfort, help and friendship which each ought to have for the other, both in times of joy and in times of hardship. And now I must ask a question of you all, and that is, if any person here present knows of a lawful impediment why Matthew, Paul, James, Pepper and Alison, Marie, Beth may not be joined in marriage, it should now be declared. I think I heard the pin drops. And so I ask, who presents Alison in matrimony?
I do.
Robert, if you would take your hand and pass it over to Matthew. And thank you very much. If you take your seat, and Robert, if you take. Okay. So I'm now going to ask you to make your personal promises, and we'll begin with a question, the joint question, and your joint response should be, we are. So Matthew and Alison, you come here today before your families and friends. Are you ready to make the promises and vows that will bind your lives together?
We are.
Now I'm going to ask you an individual question. Begin with you, Matthew. I think the response that Alison's looking for is I will. So Matthew, would you take Alison to be your lawful wedded wife? Will you promise to love, honour and respect her always?
I will.
silly question. I'm certain that's the same response as looking for. So, Alison, will you take Matthew to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you promise to love, honour and respect him all?
I will.
I'm now going to ask you both to declare your freedom to marry. This bit I'd like you to repeat after me, please, beginning with you, Matthew. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Matthew Paul James Pepper,
why I, Matthew Paul James Pepper,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Alison Marie Betts.
to Alison Marie Betts.
Excellent. So, please, Alison. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Alison Marie Betts,
why I, Alison Marie Betts,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Matthew Paul James.
to Matthew Paul James Pepper.
That's fantastic. Now, the exchange of marriage vows in front of witnesses forms part of a long tradition of marriage in this country. You've stated your intent to marry and your freedom to do so, and the time has now come for you to contract your marriage before everyone gathered here. This is a very special moment because as you say these vows, you actually become husband and wife. So again, what I'd like you to do is repeat after me, please, Matthew, and if you could say these words to Alison. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Matthew Paul James Pepper, do take thee, Alison Marie Betts, to be my lawful wedded wife.
Sorry.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Alison Marie Betts, do take thee, Matthew Paul James Pepper, to be my lawful wedded husband. Now, the ancient and traditional way of sealing a marriage contract is by the giving and receiving of a ring, as a ring is a circle with neither a beginning nor an end. Matthew and Alison have chosen to follow this tradition. I'd now like to ask Robert to come and present the rings for us. So, Robert. That's it. You take Alison's left. Place the ring on the third finger. Just place it there and hold it there for me. And if you would say these words to her. With this ring, I join my life with yours. Please wear it as a symbol of our love. And a reminder of the promises we have made here today. And if you would say these words to him. With this ring, I join my life with yours.
With this ring, I join my life with yours.
Please wear it as a symbol of our love. And a reminder of the promises we have made here today. Gently push it on. That's fantastic. Stay a little bit closer. And so, Matthew and Alison, always remember this day and the love that you have for each other. Whatever the future may hold, may it be enhanced by the knowledge that your families and friends here today will always give you their love and support. Today you have both made your promises to each other in front of everyone here, and it is my very great pleasure to pronounce your husband and wife. And Matthew, I'm sure you'd like to kiss your bride. Big round of applause.